Hello everyone, and welcome to the May shop tour video. I don't think this video is going to be all that long because not too much has changed in here since the April shop tour video, but as I'm trying to document what's gone on at least through 2013 and with monthly videos, if I don't do much then it's a short video. But in any case, here we start. Got the bandsaw over here kind of in the way, just used it to do some cutting. Table saws there, nothing new. Joiner, planer, my Ghetto Work Center boom arm. That was in the April video. I've continued to use it and love it, but no changes to that in the last month or so. As we come back here, my miter saw is on this blue stand. That's a change from the last video. That blue framework it's on right there, plus these two blue arms with rollers, that is the benchmark miter saw stand that fits on my benchmark table over here, and it locks into the table very sturdily. It's big, it takes up the table, and I'd rather use the table for other things, I think, but it is a great miter saw stand. So if you have the table, I think it's probably worth the investment to get the miter saw stand also. And when you take it off the stand, the arms come out. This blue framework doesn't take up any more footprint than the miter saw itself takes up. So all things being equal, I think it's a worthwhile investment if you've already got the benchmark table. And the benchmark table on its own is just fantastic. But as we get back here, a little bit of free space here, mostly because the garbage pail is not sitting in that corner where it usually is. On the bench, I've got the clamping arrangement I'm using to clamp this, because you can see down in there all those nice little notches. I need to rasp this and make it all smooth and round. This is the gun holder portion of the glue gun rack I'm making. And back there on this other bench you can see the base and the glue stick holder section. And the glue gun rack is, I'm not sure if I'm really fond of it or not, but it's a project that was going to be a one-day build, and we're quite a ways into it. I did manage to mill all the stock flat and square in one day, and then I started just coming up with bizarre, weird designs. So we'll see where that goes. It's just using some scrap walnut, and I'm going to try shaping it, and we'll see what becomes of it. Hopefully it'll be interesting. Back here you've got windows for the treehouse, some screws and sheet goods rearranged. But the big improvement in the shop since the last video, you can see now that we're back here, is that as I pan around, the sheathing is done. And I've begun to do electric. You know, I sheathed the wall this way, leaving out that last one. Then I sheathed the back wall, and then that piece right there was the last piece to go in. And I did that so that the piece on this wall would be behind the piece on this wall, and it would hide the joint as you're standing here looking back, because that's the prevalent view. But then what I did once I had all the plywood on, or the OSB on, is from down there is the first outlet. I started working my way back this way, putting outlets in. And I've got quite a few in. I've got quite a few more to go. This will be the next one. Then we go down there and we keep going that way. And I have to double back and catch the one way up there. But once all these outlets are in, I get 3 20-amp circuits in the garage, not one shared 15-amp circuit. So I'm doing what I can. I'm moving crap off this wall and shuffling it down there as I keep moving forward to get the outlets in. And I'm hoping that tomorrow I'll get 2-3 outlets in, and another week or two I'll be able to turn all the power on, and then things will really be interesting in here, if not all that much more productive. But at least I won't be blowing fuses all winter long as the heater sucks up amperage. Oh, and right here, you saw my chair video. That's the test leg for the chair. As I look at it, I realize it's not nearly high enough. This leg section needs to be much higher. Next thing I got to do on the chair is put pencil to paper and look at some design guidelines and figure out the general size of the chair. I don't know if I'm going to get down to the fraction of an inch, but figure out the arm's going to be about so many inches high, the seat about so inches high, blah blah blah. So that's what I got to do. But this was just a test to see how strong these joints here and down there would be. And each joint has 3 dominoes in it, and it's very strong. Right now it's wobbling because the floor is filthy and it's on wires and stuff, but if you watch the chair test video I put out, you'll see that that's going to be plenty strong. So we'll see. That's a project I'm really eager to do. But before I get too much more into the chair, I do need to get the glue gun rack off my bench. And I need to work on the treehouse. In fact, tomorrow will probably be a full day on the treehouse. That's really in the shop. Like I said, not too much has changed since the last shop tour video. Making ever so slow progress. The outlets don't show much visually, but they are a tremendous change. And once we get all that stuff done, then I don't even know. It seems like such a dream to be approaching the end of this phase of the shop renovation that I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. I'll probably jump into a project, probably the chair. But that said, along this wall I have a bunch of shelves and things to make. I want to permanently mount the miter saw in that recess. So it's not as though the shop is really going to end. It's the penultimate wood shop. I'm never going to reach the end of it. But this phase of the shop renovation, this milestone of the wall, is just about done, and hopefully by the next video in June the wall will be done and all the power will be lit up and it'll be a functional or more functional shop space. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you with next month's video.